No. The Prey's voice is barely above a whisper, yet Vath hears it clearly despite the clamoring of ancient machinery and the echoing screams of the warband's latest victims. It is not a plea for mercy or respite. Rather, it is a statement, a declaration of purpose. The human he is hunting has stopped running. Vath pauses in his pursuit, intrigued despite himself. The mortal stands under one of the few flickering lumens still illuminating the primary maintenance tunnel. Beads of sweat glisten on his shaven scalp as he trembles, soiling the recycled air with his fierce stench. The man is an indentured menial, unarmed and incapable of harming Vath in any way. His powerlessness is beyond contemptible. And yet, the Prey turns, eyes straining in vain to glimpse his shadow-shrouded stalker. His hands curl into white-knuckled fists. "No," he whispers again, expelling the word through gritted teeth. "I'm not going to run anymore. Face me, you coward. Come out and face me like a man." The Night Lord obliges. He paces from the preternatural gloom, the concealing shadow shifting about his body like a cloak woven of sentient darkness. The renegade Astartes advances upon the menial, striding forward at a leisurely pace, giving the man's unenhanced mind ample time to drink its terrified fill of his midnight-clad form. Vath spreads his arms so the Prey can better see the knives, the grisly trophies of skins and skulls adorning his blood-stained war plate and the huge eviscerator chainsword clamped across his power pack. Behind the snarling visage of his jackal skull helm, Vath keeps his gaze fixed on the man's haggard face, awaiting the moment when his newfound defiance crumbles. When his terror eclipses his courage and he either flees once more or falls to his knees screaming for mercy or for the false emperor to deliver him. Yet the man does not run, nor does he plead for his life. He does not cower or babble worthless prayers, he merely stands fast, fists clenched as the Night Lord stalks closer. Vath comes to a halt just within striking distance. The man shudders and twitches, consumed by dread yet refusing to succumb to it. Vath is glad the two of them are alone. Few amongst his brothers are capable of appreciating such rare displays of audacity.
"Now we face one another, mortal,"
Vath hisses softly through his helm's vox speakers.
"I am the bringer of the night, the terror that haunts the darkness between the stars. I am the avenging Talon of a murdered god, and I have come for you. Kneel before me, and I might grant you a clean death."
"No! I only kneel to the god Emperor." The menial remains obstinate despite his fear. Extending a gauntleted hand, Vath seizes him by the front of his oil-stained coveralls and hauls him effortlessly into the air. The man does not resist except to grip the Night Lord's wrist, his expression still defiant. Vath draws his favorite knife and presses the tip of the blade against the menial's stomach. The man snarls and spits at him even as his bladder lets go. He will squeal like a pig when gutted, but he will not beg for death. Vath can read as much in his eyes. Admiration stirs in his heart, almost against his will.
"You are brave, mortal, though no amount of courage or cowardice shall save you. Still, your skills can be put to far better uses than maintaining this wretched relay station. My warship is always in need of strong, capable slaves able to keep her spiteful old bones void-worthy. You will play your part in the long war, corpse worshipper. Consider it the reward your defiance has reaped."
Vath sheathes his knife and retraces his steps, carrying the menial before him. The man begins to struggle in earnest, the prospect of spending the rest of his life toiling in the bowels of a Night Lord's warship more horrifying than excruciation. He kicks and thrashes uselessly in the traitor Marine's grip in a fit of impotent fury that only betrays the true extent of his helplessness.
No, you bastard! You traitor! You attacked and slaughtered my friends, then you hunted down the survivors like animals for sport! I will never serve you. Do you hear me, false angel? I will never be your slave.
The Night Lord chuckles, reveling in the despairing panic underlying the man's hollow threats.
Then you should have just kept on running. Who knows? Perhaps you might have gotten away.
The menial's resolve finally cracks and he begins to scream at last. Vath is almost disappointed. Still, they all scream in the end, the bold and the craven alike. One day the false emperor himself will scream when the sons of the Night Haunter come for him and cast him down in fire and ruin from his throne of lies. Vath grins at the thought, his black abyssal eyes alight with anticipation. One day Kurz will be avenged. One day the 8th Legion will be vindicated, even if the long war must rage on for another 10,000 years. But until then, let the galaxy scream.